Hello and welcome to an all-new Max Chroma short form video. In this video, we're going to go quickly through things. I'm going to act like you already got the program installed. So we're doing Max Chroma ScreenTone DTF edition version 1.0.5. This is standalone software. It runs on a Mac or PC. I'm going to go ahead and load an image file. I have a folder here of a bunch of AI generated images I got for some artwork. They're kind of low res, so I need to keep track of the settings, but let's just open this image right here. Okay, when the program loads, it doesn't always have the source image being shown, but I'm going to go to Adjustments tab, make sure I got the source image shown just so I can see it. In the File tab, we're going to do Batch Convert, but we're going to set the settings first time around. So on the Adjustments tab, I might want to change the image size. If I go down here and scroll down and look at it, it's only 960 by 1200 pixels. Typical AI image is a little bit low res like that. If I want it to be 10 inches by about 12 and a half, the resolution at 96, especially with the halftones, I want to make this higher. So I'm going to scroll down, maybe try to do like 450%, sets that size to about 432 DPI resolution. Then if I scroll down here, I can see that the halftones are at 30. I got that defaulted 22.5 degree angle, and they are set to a ellipse dot. So all that's pretty much default and set. The new thing in the feature of version 1.0.5 is it can do this transparency. So we could do save, and then on the save tab up here and save image. And if I want to see that after it downloads right here, I can go to the download folder, and here it is. Double click it to view it, and there you go. It's like knocked out to transparency with a halftone pattern. So what I'm going to show you next is with those settings, I can go to File, go to Batch Convert, and I'm going to just select a whole folder of these images, just all these images. Okay, it's I don't know how many. Let's just do Open, and now it'll start to go through, and it's automatically grabbing the color, but it's not perfect. Okay. In the previous video, I've gone in a more long-form content to show you in detail how the new settings can work. And I'm just showing you in a speed video here just how quickly it can go through and knock the background. Like that one wasn't good, right? But you can go over to the folder as it's outputting in the downloads, and we can even like see them as they're going and keep track and be like, oh yeah, we might have to fix up a couple of these ones, but a lot of them will just be ready to go. You can send them right out to be printed on a transfer. Okay, so this whole thing is pretty crazy. It's going through a bunch of files really quick. And the next thing I'm going to show is the Photoshop actions, as if you got those installed already, and we can batch process images in that one too. Auto detect the color. Okay, it's pretty crazy. Like what we're going to have to do is figure out how to automatically detect gradients or other things in the image. And you could do some of this stuff in other programs, but it's not quite like this. So let me just, I think that's it. I think it's the last one. Maybe a couple more. Nice. But it's really, really cool. It's kind of amazing to me even that it can go through and automatically do this well in knocking out the image. And it's not really that advanced. I'm just detecting the color that's in the bottom corner, and we can try to do more advanced ways to do it. But for now, I'm just trying to make it even easier and simpler for anybody to, especially with this AI generated artwork stuff. You just generate a bunch of AI images, make sure they got some backgrounds in them. When you generate it, you can kind of get it to do that with the prompt, and then have it do the images that way. If you need the underbases, we can also go over and do either a solid white, and it'll apply an automatic 2-pixel choke by default, or a gradient white. And we could save that or do the same thing, batch process all of those again with the bases. Let's just close the program for now and go over to Photoshop real quick. Okay, because there's all those images, and I'm going to just select and see. You update it. Okay, so that was 65 images just processed really quickly. The crazy part is Photoshop doesn't really go as fast, but it can do a little bit of different things. Let me go now into Photoshop, and again, I'm going to act like you got the actions already installed and the patterns and stuff. You know how to run it like from the previous video. So we're going to do batch process. Well, I'll just open one image first. Let's do file open. Go to that desktop folder I've got with the tests. And let's do this one. So I've set up a new action in version 1.2.7 where you can go and do, in the full auto section, I'll do DTF prep for custom shirt auto. And it goes through, and like I said, I found a way to automatically just grab that custom color. You don't got to pick it manually anymore. Okay, and zoom out, and here we go. It knocked it out from the background. Can turn off those two color layers, and that's it. I would try to adjust that one myself. So let me show you how to adjust it. We'll go to the user choice section right here. DTF prep for custom shirt auto. Detects the shirt color automatically, gives me a chance to do the levels. I don't think I want to cut out, see, that's too much. I want to cut out a little bit less. But we can still fade it into it. There we go, hit OK. Sure. Let's just choose the resolution and the halftone settings. Yeah, we'll hit OK on that stuff. Just hit enter on the rest of it, let it do the default. And there we go. Half-toned it to the background, transparency. Okay, that's how to do it in full auto or user choice. Custom patterns works the traditional way with the actions I've shown before, where you can put a pattern in there, any pattern. Let's close it, and I'll show you in the next thing. I can set up custom actions now, multi-action combos, and in here we can do some things like batch process actions. So it's going to go to that. Then it's going to remove, it's going to do a certain image size, print size, and resolution. So I've got that set to about 10 inches wide and 720 DPI. And then we're going to do the DTF prep for custom shirt auto. And then it's going to get rid of everything except for the background layer. And then this is pretty crazy how it works. So I'm just going to close this. We're going to do file. And we need to make a new folder. Let me just go out to the desktop first, because we've got this test folder of the images, and this is the folder that actually I had done before in the other video. So we have a new folder on the desktop, empty. In Photoshop, we go to File, Automate, Batch, and then you could choose an action set, and then an action. We're going to scroll down and do these multi-action combos, custom shirt auto, transparent PNG. Choose the folder, desktop, test artwork. Then we're going to go to destination, folder, choose the new folder. There we go. Document name and extension. And so I think it asks us to save it as a certain type even. Maybe you can change the type. I need to know that, but let's just hit OK. And I think after the first one, it makes us pick how it saves. Okay, yeah. So you might be able to choose here to save it as a TIFF or as a PNG. Let's do PNG, no compression. Okay, it's going through now. It's processing each one. We can go to the desktop, new folder, there they are. Appearing one at a time. Nice and high resolution, 10 inches. Okay, so the difference is you can do it different resolutions. You can do things that there's going to be a lot of differences between the two, whether you do it in Photoshop or the standalone software. But of course, you don't have to pay a subscription for my software there. It's only $20 for the lifetime upgrades for the DTF Auto Prepper Action Set and now the ScreenTone DTF standalone program. But, you know, I'm still doing the stuff with the Photoshop actions, and here we can batch process now in Photoshop. It's just a little slower, but this one might be doing more higher res, so we'll have to test the difference there. But there we go. I think I'll just let that keep going, almost like a slow fade out, and we'll end the video there. I'm trying to do shorter videos, guys, so, you know, still, man, I could have just done it in a minute, showing you the first stuff with the ScreenTone one, but we'll get there. We'll get to some short videos sooner than later. But this one was good. Going over it real quick again. Batch processing, auto color detection in both ScreenTone DTF, standalone on a Mac or PC or mobile. Maybe we can do it on a phone or a tablet. And in Photoshop with the actions. And so you'll see a link in the description if you want to purchase the product. It's only $20 right now on my web store. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.